My father's absence erodes a tree into a narrative of rings and becomes his answer. And blackbirds stay ready to listen for a dad who would precede him in the nest, and yet all of that, beneath his absent reason for why he gone, becomes Darwin's speech. Competing for a life worth living as my stomach ache for a word that is, was, or will be bond. And wherever heaven's gates gape a beat to feed me, a storm comes and fills me up instead, and I get overwhelmed. Forget to find tears for my own bones, unmade like twigs by the aim, fire, thunder of gray stratus clouds in this moment, billowing at his silence. Look, burned on my mother's wings in him. Struck or stuck like rainfall, I don't know, making dead birds actually question that which they heard. And see, dead birds of a feather, they still flock and they mock my mother's hesitance together, but I get her. I love her. I've inherited her flinch at those that say they're gonna fly, yet they'll return. I told my mother I wasn't able to mosaic much of a promise my father left inside as shrapnel, but I want to, so Mom, open up at least a mouth for me on his behalf. I say I need, just tell me of all his escapings. He can't just retain and keep to himself, because each breath that fleet from you about him is never enough. And even after, once after I'm a pile of feathered bone dancing back into dust, I still may not find enough. But I did, and claw away with wings like a god in a nest. I unearthed gray stratus clouds and decades worth of his myths. His myths escape me like this, like a broken promise, and I bite, I chew, I grit through with thunder, empty this whole archive into my home, my nest, my twig. Like, God, is this a cage I've been into? Is this want to be good enough for you? How my bird beak mistakes a bird cage for stubborn twigs? Was it DNA that struck like storm and let blood somersault across my body this whole time? Is that why I was born unmade? Because since birth I was thrown in this cage wherein nothing in it ever rattled like a parent's love. How? Did my father think I was a phoenix? Are these his ashes he forgotten me, or am I burning, and is that a lie? I only know like 5 answers for certain. 1, I'm not my father's phoenix. 2, home must be wherever we kiss to keep the warmth in and shut the smoke out. 3, neglected and abandoned are fires that can only be man-made. 4, some good mothers would call her own baby saliva Vaseline, because the thing has to protect the skin from crisp, because some boys' wings have to burn better than birds. 5 is lightning. I don't know if it's what he left me or why he left her, but if my father's answer for why he gone ever struck, it'd be lightning. What else would it be?